students, today we will study water pollution, its type, sources, causes and effect. Water pollution can be defined as an alteration in physical, chemical and biological characteristics of water through natural or human activities, making it unsuitable for its designated use. Yes, my dear students. So, what is water pollution? Water pollution can be in form of any of the water pollutant, which could be any physical, which could be any chemical form, which could be any biological characteristics of water, which could be any biological form also, and it changes physical, chemical and biological characteristic of water, biological qualities of water, making it unsuitable for its designated use. What is the designated use of water? Yes, for drinking purpose, cooking purpose, any of the designated use of water can get disturbed when it is being polluted with other water pollutant. So, fresh water present on earth's surface is put to many uses. It is used for drinking, domestic, municipal uses, agriculture, irrigation, industries, navigation, recreational like water parks. The used water becomes contaminated and is unfit for its designated use. So, my dear students, what is water pollution? Water pollution can be defined as alteration in physical, chemical or biological characteristics of water through natural or human activities, making it unsuitable for its designated use. Yes, designated use like different sort of activities, like what is the designated use of water? Agriculture, drinking, cooking, irrigation, farming, recreational, navigation, industries, factories, etc. Everywhere water is needed. So, we should try to reduce water pollution, and because it makes it unfit for its designated use and changes the physical, chemical and biological characteristics of water. Fresh water present on earth's surface is put to many uses. It is used for drinking, domestic, municipal uses, agriculture, irrigation, farming, navigation, recreational, domestic and factories purpose. When it becomes unfit for use, it becomes unfit for its designated uses. So, we should try to reduce water pollution and we should try to reduce the level of and components of water pollutant in the water. So, moving ahead, water pollution is one of the most serious environmental hazards and environmental problems. Water pollution is caused by a variety of human activities such as industrial, agriculture, domestic. Agriculture runoff laden with excess fertilizers and pesticides, industrial effluents which are having various toxic substances which are coming out of agriculture land, and agriculture fields are including a lot of excess fertilizers and pesticides which get dumped into our river bodies, and after that which get dumped into river bodies, and after that it is consumed by human being or animals and all the living organisms and all the flora fauna also. When plants take that fertilizer and pesticides containing water, their growth could get impacted. Okay. So, the sewage water with humans and animal waste pollute our water thoroughly. So, dear students, water pollution is most serious hazard which is being posed to our environment nowadays. Water pollution is caused by a variety of human activities like industries, agriculture, domestic, agricultural fields runoff. Runoff means the water runoff which is coming from the agricultural field or farming lands are laden with high amount of fertilizers and pesticides, dear students, and when that pesticides and fertilizers get into the water bodies, it pollutes it totally, and when our human beings or our biomass or our animals are consume that particular water, we get diseased up and we face a lot of health issues and health problem. So, all the sewage water and all the toxic substances should be eradicated, should be removed off from the water, then it is being fit for its designated use. Without it, it should not be used at all. It is unfit for its use. So, natural sources of pollution of water are what are natural sources of water pollution? They are the natural sources of water pollution: soil erosion, then leaching of minerals from rocks, decaying of organic matter, rivers, lakes, seas, oceans and estuaries and groundwater sources may be polluted at point and non-point sources. When water non-point and point sources, students, when pollutants are discharged from a specific location, specific point sources are called as point sources, like effluent discharge or the water pollutants when they are coming from a point source, narrow sources are called point sources or point source pollution. In contrast, non-point sources into water body include discharge of pollutants from a diffuse source from a large area, like what a large area, like big farmlands, big agricultural land, big fields, grazing lands of animals where animal used to graze, construction sites and factories, industries, then mining, then pits, then streets and roads, all are big in areas, right, all are broader in area. So, these all sources of water pollutants are called as non-point sources of water pollution, right. And what are the point sources of water pollution? When the pollutants are discharged from a specific location, like narrow drain, narrow pipes, narrow drain pipes, narrow any holes, then carrying industrial effluents, factories, any domestic sewage drainage, like these all are representing point sources of pollution. Now, what are the sources of water pollution? Most of the water pollution is man-made and it occurs mainly naturally by addition of soil particles through erosion, animal wastage and leaching of minerals from rocks. The sources of water pollution can be classified into following types. What are the following types of water pollution? Municipal wastewater pollution, industrial waste, inorganic pollutants, organic pollutants, agriculture pollutants, marine pollutants and thermal pollutants. So, what are the sources of water pollutants or what are the types of water pollutants? You can also call it as municipal wastewater, pollutant, industrial waste pollutants, inorganic waste pollutant, organic waste pollutant, agriculture waste pollutants, marine pollutants and thermal pollutants. So, now dear students, let us study it in details. Water pollution is the major source of waterborne diseases and other health problems. Sediments brought by runoff water from agriculture fields, discharge from untreated or partially treated sewage and industrial effluents, dispose of fly ash and solid waste into it or close to a water body can cause severe problems of water pollution and several types of water pollution also. So, how it can be caused? First of all, water laden with pesticides and fertilizers coming out from farming land, then farming land, agriculture fields, agriculture grasslands, etc. They are laden with pesticides and fertilizers and they go into river bodies and pollute it. Then next one is discharge of untreated or partially treated STPs, sewage treatment plants, right. Sewage treatment plants are the plants which are put up to treat the sewage water and make it fit for a designated use, Okay. So, if that water is partially treated or untreated, then it gets dumped into the major large river bodies and can pollute the whole water there and makes it unfit for the use also. So, it should be the second reason, the second type of pollutant is untreated or mainly second cause of pollution, water pollution is untreated or partially treated sewage treatment plant water, sewage or sewage treatment plant water. Then industrial effluents, then dispose of fly ash, as I have told you in our previous lecture, we have seen that what is fly ash? It goes down and it gets suspended onto the land, onto the soil, onto the water bodies, onto the residential surfaces, onto trees, onto plants, etc. All the flora and fauna gets covered with this fly ash and it forms a black soot over there. So, when can you imagine, can you suppose of when it gets suspended onto the water body, how it will impact it? Yes, my dear students, it will impact it very badly and all the water body will get very polluted and all the carbon soot will get dissolved into it, get suspended into it and it will make a black water there and it will make it seriously unfit and very unhealthy for our usage. So, the next cause of water pollution is majorly of disposal of fly ash and solid waste also, solid waste which is coming out of any residential area, any industrial area, any factories Okay, then out of mining, any dust could be there, dust particulate matter can also get suspended into the water, making it unfit for the use. So, these all are the causes, these all are the sources of water pollution or types of water pollution which are causing water pollution up to a higher extent. These all are causing several problems of water pollution. Now, increased turbidity of water because of sediments reduces penetration of light in it. Yes, dear students, this is the main important factor why the flora and fauna inside the water is getting impacted. Now, we are studying all that flora fauna which is living on the ground, which is living on the land, which is living on the in the atmosphere, on the soil level, on the land level. Okay. Now, what about the flora and fauna inside the water body which are living inside the water body? Yes, my dear student, they are also getting impacted with this water pollution very badly. How come? How come they are getting impacted? Yes, the increased turbidity of water reduces the penetration and transparency of water, and because of that reduction in penetration and transparency of water, the sunlight would not be able to penetrate it deep into the sea levels, deep into the water bodies, and the flora and fauna which are flourishing at the lower level of the water bodies get impacted very badly, right? They get impacted very badly and they are unable to grow up, they are unable to synthesize their food by the phenomena of photosynthesis. So, all the aquatic plants, all the aquatic flora and fauna is getting impacted very badly because of that water pollution. So, increased turbidity of water because of sediments reduces penetration of light in water body, and that reduces photosynthesis by aquatic plants. So, because of reduction in photosynthesis, since there is a ecosystem, there is a food chain also operating therein inside the water body also. Okay. So, if photosynthesis by aquatic plants is getting affected, then aquatic animals would also get impacted by that, right? Right, students? So, all the flora and fauna inside the river body, inside the aquatic flora and fauna, it is getting impacted very deeply, very badly with this water pollution. Pollution of water bodies by mercury causes Minamata disease in humans and dropsy in fishes. Lead causes dyslexia, cadmium poisoning causes itai disease, etc. So, these are the some of the various harmful disease, these are the very harmful disease which are caused in not only on human beings, but also in other living organisms like fishes also. What are those disease? Minamata disease and itai disease and mercury poisoning and cadmium poisoning also. Then pesticides like DDT and others used in agriculture may contaminate water body. Aquatic organisms take up pesticides from water, get into the food chain of aquatic level also, and move up to the food chain. At higher trophic level, they get concentrated and they may reach the upper end of the food chain. So, in that way they are impacting at all the levels of food chain and they are impacting the health system, they are impacting the proper growth and life of all the flora and fauna at all the levels of food chain. Then oil pollution of sea occurs from leakage, any of the leakage from the ships, oil tankers, rakes, pipelines, and any of the accident of oil tanks or spillage linkage. Large quantity of oil get dispersed into the sea, then marine birds and all the marine flora and fauna get adversely affected inside it. Okay. Then metals like lead, zinc, arsenic, copper, mercury and cadmium in industrial waste water adversely affect the human and other animals. As in the previous slide also, we have seen that mercury, because of mercury and cadmium poisoning, we have seen what are the diseases were there, dropsy, itai and Minamata. So, like cadmium and mercury also, there are several other poisoning agents also like lead, arsenic, zinc, copper, etc. So, consumption of such arsenic polluted water leads to accumulation of arsenic in body parts like blood, nails, hairs, causing skin lesions, rough skin, dry and thickening of skin, and ultimately skin cancer at large levels. Okay. So, what are the impact, what are the harmful impacts which is being caused by water pollution on our body or on our living system? What are they? The consumption of such polluted water, polluted with arsenic, zinc, copper, mercury, cadmium can, what are they called? What they can cause? They can cause different body damages, different body part damages like blood, nails, hair causing skin lesions, rough skin, dry and thickening of skin, and ultimately skin cancer also. So, we can see in this picture what is the condition of our water bodies nowadays. We can see there the municipal waste water gets dumped into large water bodies and pollute it to a very higher level and making it very unfit for the designated use. Now comes the how industrial waste impacted. The major source of water pollution is the wastewater which is being discharged from the factories and industries and commercial bodies, like these industries are chemical industries, metallurgical industries, food processing industries, textile industries, paper industries. They discharge several organic and inorganic pollutants that prove highly toxic to living beings. So, what are the industries which cause water pollution? Chemicals, metallurgical, food processing industries, textile industries, paper industries, etc. They discharge several bad and organic and inorganic pollutants which get dumped into the river bodies and large sea river bodies like ocean, seas and lakes, ponds, and that prove highly toxic to all the living organisms outside the water bodies and also the aquatic living organism like which are living inside the water body also. So, industrial waste, what are the industrial which can pollute our water? They are different metals, chloride, sulfates, oxide of iron, cadmium, alkalis, acids, which all the things which are coming out of the industries as effluent or as contaminants, all the wastage from the industries are being dumped into the river, dumped into the water bodies. So, it should not happen. Then comes organic pollutants, they include oils, fats, phenols, organic acids, then grease and several other organic compounds also. Now comes agricultural waste. What are the agricultural waste? Let us see and how it impacts and how it pollute the water. Chemical fertilizers and pesticides have become essential from the present day high yielding crops. As we know that we have to generate more and more food, we have to produce more and more food out of our farmlands, out of our agricultural land because of high increase in demand, right, because of high increase in demand of food. So, we have to use chemical fertilizers and pesticides nowadays. So, these chemical fertilizers and pesticides have become an essential part of present day high yielding crops and consequently they have become potential source of water pollution also. So, these fertilizers contain major part of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassiums, etc. salts which are very potential in their components and which are very required also for our plants and their growth. As excess fertilizers may reach the groundwater by leaching and they get mixed up with the water surface in the rivers, lakes, ponds and by the runoff from the farmlands, runoff from the agricultural lands, all the fertilizers, all the pesticides reaches the ponds, lakes and river water bodies, the small water bodies and from there the drainage and their runoff gets dispersed into the large water bodies like sea, okay, like sea and oceans and from there the small water bodies get dispersed into the larger one, they get mixed up into the larger water bodies and they damage and they pollute the water in the larger water bodies also. So, my dear students, in that way we can summarize it. What are the sources and what are the types of water pollution? First of all, we should summarize what is water pollution. So, water pollution is any alteration or any changes in physical, chemical or biological characteristics of water through natural or human activities which is making it unsuitable for its designated use and its designated use include any of the use in factories, industries, residential area, domestic use, indoor use, outdoor use, right, like drinking and using it for various purposes. So, Water pollution is one of the most serious environmental problem, and we should try to eradicate it at all the levels. Like we should try to reduce all the types of water pollutant which are getting dispersed and getting mixed into the water and causing it to be polluted. Either it is at the lower levels like small water bodies like ponds, lakes and rivers, and either it is onto the higher levels like oceans and seas, because it is not only damaging the flora and fauna and whole ecosystem outside the water body, it is also damaging the whole ecosystem inside the water body also, like aquatic flora and fauna, aquatic plants and aquatic animals are also getting impacted by it, because when water gets polluted, the transparency and light penetration of water gets lessened up. Okay, it is reduced up. So, because of which the sunlight, which is the quantity of sunlight and the concentration of sunlight and sun rays which is being needed up inside the water doesn't gets out there, doesn't reaches there onto the aquatic life or to the aquatic flora and fauna, and thus those aquatic flora and fauna are not able to sustain properly, are not able to grow properly into a and leading a healthy life. So, we should reduce water pollution at both the levels, okay, at the outside level of water bodies and the inside also. Inside the river bodies there also exists some life and some flora and fauna. We should think of that also. So, there are two sources, non-point sources and point sources also. Then there are various sources of water pollution also, that industrial, inorganic, organic, municipal wastewater which are coming mainly from domestic and residential sources, right. Then marine pollution, agriculture pollution which are coming from agriculture farms and lands, then which contains mainly pesticides and insecticides and fertilizers. Then thermal pollution also, these all are where the sources of pollution, dear students. Now, in that way we could see the how municipal wastewater get our water to pollute at a very high level. We could see the picture also, and we can see how what is the condition of our water bodies nowadays. You could see in this picture and how it is impacting a lot. So, we should try, you can see at a larger level, larger water body, you can see in the picture how larger water body is getting impacted with the water pollution in this picture. So, in total we should consequently see, we should summarize that we should try to eradicate, to reduce, to minimize water pollution at all levels, so that our flora and fauna exist and pertains into a healthy and happy living, and all the biosystems which are related with our atmosphere, which are related with our environment, whether that biosystem is existing and surviving onto the land or that biosystem is surviving into the water body, should live a healthy and happy life. Thank you.